Hey, what's going on, everybody? So I have a wonderful little first impression, all-day impression. I can't really call it first impression because, well, I carried this knife all day today, and I love it. So, spoiler alert, whatever. I'm sure you probably already know if it's Vosteed, it's probably something I'm going to be really thrilled by. First thing I want to point out is, yes, I do have two knives here, but that just kind of turned out really cool. I don't know if they changed colors midway through production or what, but that's kind of cool having the two different colors there on the boxes. So what do we have here today? So you probably already know because you looked at the thumbnail, whatever the hell it is. But we have the Vosteed Griffin. So we have two different colorways here. And yeah, the box got a little janky in the shipping, but that's okay. It's just a box. So what do you get in the box? Well, let's go ahead and take a look at that. So typical to Vosteed, you do get your pouch that the knife comes in with your Velcro and your free patch. And then you get your, kind of use and instructions manual. Inside of that is usually the sticker for the knife. So this is a RS Knife Works collaboration. Sick sticker, kind of reminiscent of the Valkyrie that they did, the sticker they did with the Valkyrie. So really, really cool. Really cool stuff there. And of course inside the pouch, just this typical stuff. You get your Vosteed cloth. It is on the smaller side. It is more of the typical that you would usually see with knife companies. Civivi, Sincut, all them, they kind of have a little bit larger. But either way, again, you do have that cool little patch. So I'm taking that aside. We'll bring in the knives here. So we do have two different colorways. My son seen me watching, I can't remember if it was Bees or who it was, but we were watching it on YouTube, and I had been wanting one of these, and he seen it, and he was like, "Dad, let's get one." So we decided to go ahead and get some knives together. So the black and orange is my son's, and I'm rocking the Joker pattern with the green and purple. So the cool thing about this is they both came in at the same time, both ordered direct from the website. Did come with the, they're running a promotion where if you spend over $100, you got a free knife pouch. So he gets a cool little addition there. But what's cool about it is I get two samples. So, a lot of times when we see knives, we get a single sample size. So we don't know, if it's a one-off thing where, is the knife really, or the, is the fit and finish that good on multiple knives? Is the action usually that good? Is it the same? Is it different? So this is nice that I actually do have the ability to look at two different knives. Now, full caveat, I have opened and closed both of these. Again, I've been carrying this one all day, and I've used the shit out of it today. This one just came out of the package 5 minutes ago. So this one is a little more, it's a little tighter than this one is. But they were both pretty much the same right out of the box. Anyway, we'll go ahead and jump in here. We'll go ahead and start with our zoomy zoom. So taking a look at the micarta, or excuse me, the G10. Vosteed always does a killer job with their G10. You've got inset screws just like usual. Come on, focus. Got your inset screws just like usual. Kind of get a glimpse of that awesome blade peeking underneath there. And then on the backspacer, you do have a smooth G10 backspacer, and no jimps to be found anywhere on the backspacer. And then you come around and you are able to see your flipper. It is a very unique flipper, kind of a minimalist flipper, and you do have jimps all the way around. Take a look at our pocket clip. So it is not a deep carry pocket clip. It is a folded steel pocket clip. That does not mean it's deep carry. It's not deep carry unless it comes all the way out to the tip. So it is a folded steel clip, and you do have inset with flat screws. It is not lefty friendly. Taking a look more here. So again, you have T8 pivots and then T6 body screws. But you don't have a ton sticking out when you do have it in your pocket. But there is about yay much. So a little bit of the tip of the knife does stick up out of the pocket when it's in the pocket. But again, I've been carrying this all day with basketball shorts. Zero issues. So we'll set that one down. We'll take a look at the purple. Come on, focus. There we go. So you got that, those beautiful lines that are in the G10. I love it when you can see the lines in the G10 like that. And again, same black hardware. This one has the green G10 backspacer. Same clip. Now, again, we're talking about multiple sample sizes. So it does appear that we are aired just a little bit. I mean, I'm talking just a skosh to the show side, and that might just be my eyes playing tricks on me. Let's see. Did my pivot loosen up a little bit over the, because I have been flicking this thing like crazy. Yep. So that's all it was. My pivot loosened up a little bit on me. So there's one check for for not having Loctite on the pivot, or the Loctite didn't stick or whatever, which is fine. I really don't care about that. I go through and use my Vibrotite when I go through, and after about the first couple of days of carrying a knife, I take it apart, clean it, and put Vibrotite on the pivot anyway. So after tightening up the pivot back to where it's supposed to be, that is spot on. Check this one that has not been flipped or opened or anything. It is spot on. So we'll take a look here. We'll try to do dueling Griffins. Hey, that worked out. So take a look at this one. So this one kind of again, drop shut or shake shutty action. This one has a little bit better action because again, I have been playing with this literally all day long. So the flipper tab takes a little bit to get used to. So I'm going to focus on one knife now. Set that one to the side. So I have been kind of playing with this one all day. But taking a look at the actual design of the knife itself. So you have here, multiple deployment methods, as is Vosteed's way, even though this is not a UA design knife. Yes, RS Knife Works, he's the same way. He loves multiple deployments. So you've got your flipper, front flipper, and thumb hole. So your thumb disc, it works really well for slow rolling. Go ahead and check for detent lash. Got no detent lash. Your flipper here, so it can be used two ways. You can either do the kind of the push button, but then when you do that, like this happened just there, my finger gets in the way. But if that does happen, you got that front flipper there just to kind of finish pulling it around. It's kind of like a dual stage open. But what works best for, honestly, is just the light switch. You just pull down, get your finger out of the way. That front flipper coming around, you don't have to worry about it grabbing you. So it gets that out of the way really easily. Front flipper, it works out pretty good. Again, as always, I'm not the best for front flippers, but this one's not too bad. It's pretty easy. Folks that are used to it I'm sure are loving it. For me, where this one shines is with the reverse flick. It is just a reverse flick monster. The hole is in the perfect spot. So any of the qualms or the gripes you had about the Morel not being able to having the hole kind of in the wrong spot or anything like that, that's definitely all gone away with the Griffin. I mean, even the thumb hole operation, actual thumb flicking it is really easy. Middle finger flick, index finger flick, it all just works. This thing just absolute freaking rockets out too. So kudos on that. That's my preferred opening method. I really do enjoy just for the fidget factor, you know, reverse flicking a knife. So excuse me. So now that we did that, let's talk about this blade. So in typical RS Knifeworks fashion, you've got a lot. That's the second time this thing's got me. So it's stupid sharp, or at least it seems to be. I've kind of been pointing at the blade a couple of times, and it actually shaved skin. So you've got your compound grind. It is a flat grind. Yep, looks like both of them are flat grinds, if I'm not mistaken. Let's double check just to make sure. Flat grind and flat grind. Yep, so dual compound flat grinds. You've got your Vosteed logo there, or just Vosteed, it's not actually their logo. On this side, you have the RS Knifeworks logo, as well as the blade steel, which is 14C28. Love 14C. It's a great steel for the money. Yeah, this knife, I think it was $60, $70, $70, I think, maybe, give or take. I can't remember. It was on sale, so I can't remember exactly what we paid for it. And then my son also ordered some other stuff too. So yeah, so let's get into some aspects of the knife. Take a look here at your lockup. Lockup is stellar on that. Access to the lock bar is stellar. I mean, real easy to push the lock bar out of the way. Let's take a look at this one here. Lock bar, lockup is stellar. Same thing. Access, again, perfect. Like I said, this one just needs a little bit of break-in period. But the action is still just as good as far as reverse flicking. Detent's just as good. No lock rock. And I just barely locked that up. Nothing side to side, up and down, left and right. So, and this one I've been flicking for the last little bit. So let's see if that pivot's loosened up any at all. It hasn't. Hasn't loosened back up anyway. I'm sure it would if I continue to mess with it. So taking a look here, your liners. You've got some speed holes in your liners. Your back spacer does have kind of like a rock texture going down through there. It's very interesting. So one of the questions I got about this knife, and excuse my psycho dog running laps around in the background, but one of the questions I got about this knife, and I kind of answered it, but it'd been since June, so I couldn't exactly remember. But I'd gotten to mess with this knife a little bit at Blade Show, the prototype anyway, and someone had asked, you know, that the ridge here, you know, it kind of looks a little awkward or looks interesting. Wondering if you can really feel that, and to be honest with you, you can't, because of where it sits in your hand. It's a non-issue. You feel the pocket clip more than you do anything. But where this knife just absolutely shines, and I think the way they made this handle, the way he designed the handle and everything, this is where it is. You just kick it to the side. That pinch grip, that utility grip, the draw cuts, man, this thing is going to absolutely just decimate boxes and you name it. I think that's really where this thing's going to, really where it's going to shine. Because you can, and even if you're, you know, needing to use it to do those push cuts, I mean, you have a ton of power behind this because of the way the handle's shaped. It just seems like it's going to be an excellent design. It's already gotten some work today. I tried to clean it back up, but I mean, it's not much, but you can still see there. I actually used it enough to put a little mark on the coating already. So, That being said, we will go ahead and do a little bit of a cut test here. Let's see, I'm trying to dig out some paperwork. Dig out some papers. We'll just use this. Something for my washer and dryer. So this is a real thin paper, so this is probably going to tear if the knife's not sharp. And it's just eating it. Yeah, it's plenty sharp. Let's see if I can find another piece for the other knife. Oh, I really need to get some more just actual paper out here. What we have here. Sorry for the delay, folks. Here we go. Here's some instruction paper for a rotary tool. Oh, sorry, we're testing the other knife. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it is definitely sharp. So, I never expect absolute perfection from a factory edge. Vosteed always does a really good job on their edges. Yeah, this is an exception. It's, like I said, it's already, there you can see here, just shaving the skin there. That's just for me, just kind of, I was literally actually doing that. I was wiping the blade off and it just kind of sliced into my fingerprint. Let's go ahead and take a look at some measurements on this. I did not look those up beforehand, so I apologize for that. I know that's something I've been trying to work on with my videos, so again, please forgive me while I'm trying to again figure out this way this shit all supposed to work. Try to get here. So we are 3.5 inch blade, 8 inch overall, give or take a millimeter or two. Let's get some specs on the weights here. We are looking at 3.8 ounces. So right at that ounce per inch mark, just a little over. And I think that's probably due to the full backspacer. There's not a ton of weight savings in the liners. But also the fact that it's just, it is a pretty tall blade as well. So, but yeah, that is pretty much everything I've got on this guy. So, again, this is one of Vosteed's newest releases. It is their third, I believe. Yeah, third collaboration with RS Knife Works. It might be the fourth. I'm pretty sure either way, it doesn't matter. So they keep killing it. Awesome designs all around. I think the RS Chaos, in my humble opinion, was the knife of the year for me. Anyway, I didn't buy a whole ton of brand new knives in 2023, so I'll probably do a video for everybody on that, and I'm sure people probably want to know. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. Definitely, if you're on the fence about one of these, pick one up. You won't be sorry. They have a ton of different color options. Got some funky color options, but this black and orange It's pretty sick. If you don't like the orange, you could dye that. It's light enough you could dye it to whatever color you wanted. Same thing with the purple and green. Like if you don't like the green, you can dye it black, or you can dye it purple or whatever. It's a light enough shade. You can dye it however you want to. They also have like yellow, I think, as a backspacer. Same principle. If you don't like the color, you can dye it. That might be why they did it like that, just so everybody could have a bunch of different color options. But yeah, I appreciate everybody again. If you didn't catch it on one of my last videos, again, I'm gonna keep talking about it here at the end of my videos. There is a 500 giveaway, 500 subscriber appreciation giveaway happening as soon as I hit 500. And probably a little bit after that, I will get it planned out. There'll be a live stream, so keep an eye open for that. I'll be making the announcement in the communities tab, as well as on Facebook and Instagram. So be on the lookout, and just keep on doing what you're doing, guys. I really appreciate all the love, and hope you just remember to be kind, be humble, be EDC. Take care.